Guys, in today's video, I want to talk to you about a serious problem and what I think could be the solution on how to fix data manipulation. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and that you've clicked the bell icon so you're notified when new gems come out like this. In today's video, I want to talk to you about a problem and what I think is a potential solution. Links to everything I'm discussing are, of course, down in the description of this video, but let's jump straight into it, guys. I'm talking today about RSS3. What you need to know is the problem that they solve. I'm just going to start with the end in mind from the beginning. And the problem that I think that they aim to solve is the trouble with data manipulation. If you remember, I'll start with some bad news. Some years ago, a group called Cambridge Analytica, right? They attempted to use a bunch of the psychological profiles that they could find because the data was just available for sale. Instead of bringing content directly from creators to people who wanted to view that content, it was filtered through a Web 2 platform and then was used to manipulate people. And even though that company closed, everybody who ran that company has just moved on to other companies kind of doing the same thing. The incentive models need to change, and the media that we use to communicate content from one side to another probably needs to change as well. Well, enter RSS3. Guys, this is the RSS3.io website, and they start with a powerful mission statement, where they say it's a next-generation feed standard that aims to support efficient and decentralized information distribution. More can be found on our blog and GitHub. We're going to quickly take a look at that, guys, on today's video. I don't want this to be a super long video, but I do want to show you everything that you need to know to get a really solid sense for what RSS3 is doing and who they are, right? Who's really running this little outfit. But more can be found on their blog and GitHub. Learn about how we will create this fully decentralized network that is flexible, efficient, and extensible from our white paper. Now, just so that you're aware, there is a full, see this little wiki or almost like a Gitbooks style page here that talks all about how to start building, who it's for, you know, what the SDK is all about for JavaScript to be able to quickly get to work right away and start building something impactful right now. This is a Natural Selections Labs GitHub page, and these are all the people who are working on this project right now. One notable person right here, DIY God. This person from Scotland, UK. And we've also got Henry Wang, also in Nottingham. We've got Josh, who's not showing their location. We've got several of the members of the team, though, that are out in the UK. And you got all the RSS3, the different repositories here, the name service, the pre-God wiki, everything else. I mean, just what you need to see from over here. They created this wiki page by hosting it on GitHub pages here. So they're letting the code speak for itself, and it's all right there, guys. There's nothing being hidden by this team. Those who know who these developers are, well, then you're going to know who's working on it. And if you know what they've worked on in the past, so case in point, this is their current CTO. Take a look at their GitHub, right? And right now you can see, what have they been working on recently? What's their commit history? How active are they? Clearly pretty active, right? So you can see that the work speaks for itself with this group. But the homepage kind of gives you a brief overview, guys. RSS is, if you're not familiar with what it is, it just means the feed that's given for information to flow from one side to the other of the internet. We've even forgotten what it means. It stands for really simple syndication. And it stopped being used when about Web 2.0 happened, the stuff we called Web 2.0 with all the social media platforms and we called them micro-blogging platforms. Some of the stuff didn't even have a name back at that time. Only Uncle Seth's going to give you just a really, really brief history lesson here because I think it kind of matters. But not this Uncle Seth, a different Uncle Seth, a guy named Seth Godin. Now, this is a blog post of his from 2002, and this is actually when he started to write an air quotes blog. Before this point, he had been writing every single day and posting on the internet openly, publicly, but it didn't really have a name yet. It wasn't called a weblog and then shortened to a blog, and then, you know, now we view it as maybe this kind of trite passe thing. No, this guy just started writing every day because he was like, you know what, I've got some interesting thoughts. I want to refine my writing ability. He's already quite good. He came from publishing before that. But one day he was like, you know what, cool, little brain dump here, short format, I want to communicate a problem solution, or I want to communicate a problem and cliffhanger, or a situation and cliffhanger, so that people are interested in what I have to say when they come back tomorrow. And lo and behold, 20 years later, he's still doing this every single day. My point is, how did he distribute that material? He distributed it via RSS, because everybody did back at that time. The internet was perhaps a little bit more free and open in that respect at that time. So I love what the RSS3 team is doing here. They even go out of their way to say it here on the homepage, where they talk about what this means. Not the homepage, I'm sorry. It's actually in their documentation, where part of their name, RSS3, right? RSS is part of their name because it's meant to honor the roots of information distribution on the internet. Really simple syndication. And then 3 standing for Web3, right? A better way moving forward that's decentralized and that allows for proper data ownership, and perhaps schemes that give ZK proofs and that are extensible into the future and help us build more complex and interesting things on top of it. But the base layer itself, quite simple, to just disseminate information. And I love that this is a project that they're working on, guys, that it's so accessible. That's the bottom line. It's meant to increase access. It's not meant to create new gates and new gatekeepers. So I'm really actually very excited about it. And I've told this to the team when they contacted me, like, I was so bummed when RSS started to disappear and all the feed readers that had once been available in the open source just started to just like fall off. Development like totally took a nosedive after a while. Yeah, again, so this is the next wave. It's important for you to know also that there's quite a bit of support from the broader cryptocurrency and blockchain community. Characters like Coinbase, right? Companies like Coinbase, Dapper Labs, Dragonfly, very strong backers of this protocol, and their support from the RSS3 team on Polygon, which, as you know, if you watch the channel, I'm a big supporter of Polygon. Definitely got a soft spot in my heart for what the Polygon team is doing and the full ecosystem of Polygon there. So it's awesome to see that as well. Let's dive into a little bit more of what they have on their website, guys. They got the introduction here, and there you go. They even say it right there. Create a new protocol, RSS3, a tribute to how the history, and then 3 for Web3. Then they give a breakdown of how it works. I don't want to go too far in depth here because they've got everything listed here. I do want to point your attention to it so that if you are interested in participating in their liquidity bootstrapping pool, which is happening at the time of this recording, it's happening pretty much immediately, February 13th, 2022, and it goes for a short period of time. They also are raising capital from serious global investors. And so they're not just like trying to crowdfund or raise funds in one way. They're, I think, doing it probably the smartest way, and that is diversifying their sources of funding so they don't apply too much strain to one side of the industry or become too reliant on another side of the industry. And you make of that what you will, because people have different kinds of feelings about community only versus VC backing only. I think it's smart to work with both. I really do. Because at the end of the day, these developers need to be able to create the thing that they're talking about bringing to market. So yeah, and to do that, they just got to raise funds. So the liquidity bootstrapping pool is coming up on February 13th and going through February 16th. The approximate hours are 3 a.m. GMT plus 13, and on both sides going to 3 a.m. GMT plus 13 on February 16th. That's what you need to know, guys. The website is, we just saw it. It's listed down below in the description of this video. Same with the Discord link and the Twitter link. Those are the most active social media sites. Don't go looking for them in other areas. Don't complain to them about how like they have to be here or they have to be there or they're missing out because they don't use this other social platform that you think is the best. They are building right now. And actually they're hosted, most of their code is what speaks most loudly. So they got their blog hosted, I think, between GitHub and then a Notion site. They've also got their white paper that's publicly available. A link to that, a direct link to that, is available in the description as well. It'll pop open straight in your browser. But their blogs, they pretty much just host them right here on a Notion site. Talk about everything that's happened and so far, and then also link to other events that have taken place so far on their journey. But again, here's one that's kind of like, I'd like to call it out, guys, before we finish up here, where there you go, Polygon times RSS3. This is back from October of last year, of 2021. They say, excited to announce that as of today, the RSS3 protocol and nodes are fully supporting the Polygon polygon network for content and data indexing. The two parties will exchange and cooperate on technology and operation to address the challenges faced by Web3, focus on providing more opportunities and capabilities for users. I'm really, really excited about that, guys. And of course, you can follow them on their Twitter, as I mentioned before. But before I let you go, let me just remind you that even though there's a link to their sites, and I've mentioned to you that you can participate in a liquidity bootstrapping pool, you need to do your own research. You need to be aware of the legality in the area where you live, and you need to talk to a registered professional if you have legally binding questions or questions regarding the legality of you participating or the tax implications of you participating. It's so important for you to do that, guys. This video is meant to be a conversation starter, not a conversation ender. This is not the final word. So if you need help from a licensed professional, go get it. There you go. Red screen. Big reminder. You need to do your own research. I'm saying that because I'm looking out for you guys. I can't do the homework for you. Only you can do that. All right. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end of the video. Do be sure that you check out all the links down in the description, that you definitely do follow them on Twitter and check out their Discord server so you can get more detailed questions you might have answered directly from the team. Appreciate you watching at the end, guys. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face. Remember to stay private and mind your biz. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Be sure to check out mineyour.biz, where you can sign up for our email newsletter, where we're still ramping up content, but you will occasionally receive specials for flash sales and all kinds of other deals that we have going on the site. You can also check out our services page, where we offer consulting to projects that need it. You can pick up the Freedom Phone, which respects your privacy. You can pay for it in crypto and have it shipped to you anonymously, as well as getting merchandise that also is paid for with crypto. That's right, we practice what we preach, including, well, a Flux swag page. That's right. It's a dedicated page just for the team over at Flux Network, because we love them that much. Thanks for watching to the end. Thanks for being subscribed. You know I love your face. Be sure to stay private and mind your biz.